Most people think they know the story of John F. Kennedy, the young, charismatic president who promised a new frontier for America. But what if everything you learned in school was only the carefully curated version? What if the real truth about JFK, his life, his secrets, and especially his assassination, is far darker than anyone wants you to believe? Stay until the end, because what you're about to hear might change how you see American history forever. John Fitzgerald Kennedy was born into one of America's most powerful families in 1917. His father, Joseph Kennedy, was a ruthless businessman and politician who allegedly made his fortune through bootlegging during Prohibition and had close ties to organized crime. These connections would follow JFK his entire life. In World War II, JFK became a war hero when his PT boat was sunk by the Japanese ... Or at least that's the official story. Some historians claim the incident was exaggerated to build his political image. By 1960, JFK won the presidency in one of the closest elections in history, against Richard Nixon. But rumors have persisted for decades that the election was stolen, with help from the Mafia in Chicago and West Virginia. Behind the perfect family image with Jackie Kennedy, JFK had countless affairs. The most dangerous? His relationship with Judith Exner, who was also sleeping with Mafia boss Sam Giancana. Yes, the President of the United States was sharing a mistress with the mob. And then there's Marilyn Monroe. Her mysterious death in 1962, just months after singing Happy Birthday to JFK in that iconic dress, has been linked by some to the Kennedys. Was she about to expose their affair? We'll never know for sure. But the darkest connections go deeper. Declassified documents show JFK's father had ties to Nazi sympathizers before the war. And the Kennedy family fortune has roots that many would rather stay buried. November 22, 1963. Dallas, Texas. The motorcade turns onto Dealey Plaza. Shots ring out. The official story: Lee Harvey Oswald, a lone gunman, fired 3 shots from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository. JFK is hit. Chaos ensues. The president is pronounced dead at Parkland Hospital, but almost immediately, questions arose. Why did the limo driver slow down after the first shot? Why was JFK's body rushed to Washington before a proper Texas autopsy? And most importantly, was Oswald really alone? The Warren Commission concluded it was a lone gunman, but over 60% of Americans still believe there was a conspiracy. Evidence pointing elsewhere. Multiple witnesses reported shots from the grassy knoll in front of the motorcade. The magic bullet theory, 1 bullet causing 7 wounds in 2 men while remaining nearly pristine? Many experts say it's physically impossible. Oswald's connections to the CIA. He had defected to the Soviet Union, then returned easily. Was he a double agent? Jack Ruby, a nightclub owner with Mafia ties, silencing Oswald just 2 days later on live television. Who had motive? The Mafia angry at Attorney General Robert Kennedy's war on organized crime. The CIA furious over JFK's handling of the Bay of Pigs, and rumors he wanted to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces. Even elements within the military-industrial complex upset about JFK's desire to end the Cold War and pull out of Vietnam. The classified files in recent years have only added fuel to the fire. More than 60 years later, thousands of documents remain classified. Why? If it was really just one man, what is there left to hide? JFK's legacy is complicated. A president who inspired millions, but whose life was surrounded by secrets, power, and darkness. What do you think happened that day in Dallas? Was it really a lone gunman ... or something much bigger? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the dark side of American history, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because next, we're exposing even more presidents they don't teach you about in school. Drop a comment. Do you believe the official story, or was there a conspiracy? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.